So Jimmy Garoppolo likely to be released today, tomorrow, certainly before his $26, $27 million guaranteed contract takes effect, which would be game one. It's the Saturday before the first week's games. Mike Tannenbaum, Dan Orlovsky debate the benefits of the Browns potentially signing Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jacoby Brissett is a fine player, but for 11 games, you're one hit away from Josh Dobbs playing. And you're telling me Jimmy Garoppolo's not better than him? And if you're Jimmy Garoppolo, you have to say to yourself, where's my best place to maximize my future? Cleveland's not San Francisco, but it's a good alternative.
Look, I don't mean to diminish Jacoby Brissett. He's been a good NFL player. Jimmy Garoppolo, for all the things he hasn't done,
yes.
He was 2 minutes from the Super Bowl last year, and he was in the Super Bowl 2 years or 3 years ago now. I get it. He's not Joe Montana.
Sure.
He's not the reason they were there. But he was good enough for them to get that far with. And the Browns, while they may not have some of the pieces you're talking about, are a talented football team.
Unquestionably. And Jimmy Garoppolo is a good player. The question becomes, if you're the Cleveland Browns, with the 11 games that are going to be missed by Deshaun Watson, do you still believe that you're a potential division winner, playoff team that can go make a run? I don't think you are with him missing 11 games, no matter if it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Jacoby Brissett.
It's an interesting way to look at it, and I think the other way to look at it is, if you go get Jimmy Garoppolo, does he give you the ability to win a game or two that maybe Jacoby Brissett can't? That's kind of the way you have to. It's down to one or two wins may make the difference between being in the playoffs or not by the time Deshaun Watson comes back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's kind of why, I have been a proponent of, hey, listen, earlier in that clip, I think earlier in the show they showed it, one of the things that Orlovsky says is the cost, right? Well, if he gets cut, the cost changes immensely, right? So we're not talking about taking on a $25 million cap hit anymore. We're talking about an incentive-laden deal with a small base or whatever. And the Browns can appeal to him, he may not play 11 games if they brought him on at this point, but if you could get Brissett through the first 4 and then Garoppolo takes on the harder part of the schedule, if Brissett struggles or if Brissett plays well, then at least you have a better backup than Dobbs, who, although has played very good in the preseason, has no experience in the NFL regular season. So you're talking about trying to piece together the best way possible to get through these 11 games. And for me, if they really were going all in on 2022 and this is everything, then they would go after Garoppolo. I just don't know if that's their mindset at this point. I think he would be the difference in a couple games. I think he can push the ball down the field better. I think he does have a quicker release. I think he improves their passing game, which right now is a kind of a problem. Your wide receiver group and Brissett, I'm a little concerned, right, with what the passing game can do and what's going to be an overly powerful, high-scoring AFC in 2022, right? You're going to have to be able to keep up. You can't fall behind. Brissett's never going to throw you back into a game, really, I don't think. So I think that Garoppolo does bring those advantages if he's healthy. So at least I would kick the tires on the situation and see what it would cost. That's kind of my feelings on it. I kind of agree with Mike Tannenbaum there more than I do Orlovsky, because I think he does give you a chance to win a couple extra games out of 11. Now, do I think that the Browns front office feels that way? I don't think they agree with me. I don't think they do. I think they're content with Brissett.
We'll find out. If Garoppolo does in fact get cut, that'll tell you pretty much all you need to know if they go out and start talking to him.